Hey, this is Rick Casalage, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I wanted to go through are 5 gentle movements for mobility in seniors. Now, before I get into the exercise, let me just talk about the importance of physical activity in seniors. Now, physical activity, there's numerous benefits when it comes to physical activity. I mean, it helps maintain an independent life. You know, none of us want to move, into a home or have someone fully take care of us. It decreases the risk of falls and breaking bones. So after the age of 65, the #1 reason for hospitalization is because of a fall. Risk of chronic disease and regular exercises helps provide improvement in health, especially improvement like blood pressure, diabetes risk, lipid profile, osteoarthritis and osteoporosis. One important thing is strengthening. So a lot of times when it comes to physical activity, because you have decreased mobility, you're feeling stiffer, your joints are feeling stiffer, you want to do less. So these exercises are great to kind of loosen up your joints, and they'll help you and encourage you to get out be more active, because you'll feel more limber and less stiff, and your joints will have better movement. So you want to do more physical activity. Now, when it comes to the strengthening side of things, I'm not going to go through that, and I'll go through that in another video. But strength training and adding strength is important, especially in seniors. And a lot of people think you have to go to the gym and do that, but you don't. There's a lot that you can do at home, utilizing your body weight and not doing crazy exercises in order to get benefit. So now let's get to the exercises. I'll bring Jenna up, and we're going to go through the 5 gentle movements for mobility in seniors. So the first one's going to be a standing hip stretch. Okay, good. So breaking it down, standing nice and upright, head, shoulders, hips, and legs in a straight line. You're going to take a big step back. You're going to have the toes pointing forward. You're going to bend that front leg. You're going to keep that back leg almost straight, a little bent. You're going to tighten up that abdominal area. You're going to bring the hips forward, and you're looking at stretching the front of the hip. You're going to hold this position for a period of time and then relax. Now, if you have difficulty standing or balancing, you can move towards the wall, and that'll take balance out of it, and you'll be able to isolate and focus on the exercise and get the most out of the exercise. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this exercise, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be 20 seconds, intensity is light, and the purpose is to stretch out that front of the hip in order to kind of loosen up the hips, so it makes it easier to walk around and get around. Now, moving on to the second one, seated single hip lift. So with this one, you need a chair or you need to be sitting. Good, and back down. So breaking it down, so you're in a chair, you're sitting, you're grabbing the edges of the chair, you're sitting nice and upright, feet are flat on the floor, knees bent. Then you're going to kind of prop up one side and then bring the knee across, and then come back down and sit back down. And then you'd alternate to the other side. Propping up, bringing the knee across, and back down. So with this one, this is more of a strengthening exercise and core exercise. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time would be smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, intensity would be light to moderate, and the purpose of that one is to strengthen up the core and to strengthen up the muscles in the lower body, specifically glutes and hamstring, because having stronger core and lower body will help when it comes to being more active. Now, moving on to the third one, standing quad stretch. Okay, so with this one, how this one's breaking down, so you're standing nice and upright, head, shoulders, hips, and legs in a straight line. You're going to put your hand up against the wall in order to remove balance, and then you're bringing the heel towards the seat, and then you're looking for a light stretch. in the front of the thigh. Now, if you're not able to grab your foot, you can utilize something to help you out, like a towel. Other things are, if you have difficulty getting in the standing position, you can go through the exercise on the floor. So you can lie on your side and bring your heel towards your seat, and you can stretch out that way. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, time would be 20 seconds, intensity light, and the purpose is to stretch out the quads, because a lot of times, because if you're less active, the quads tighten up because of the increased sitting that you tend to do. Okay, moving on to the 4th one, standing shoulder stretch. Okay, good. So how this one's breaking down, so you're standing nice and upright, head, shoulders, hips, and are in a straight line. You're gonna bring the one arm up, you're gonna kind of bend at the elbow, and then you're gonna use the other arm to bring it across, and you're looking for a stretch in that shoulder blade area. If you're not feeling anything, you can adjust the elbow up or elbow down until you find that tight spot. Looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, so you'd alternate back and forth. Time would be 20 seconds, intensity is light, and the purpose of this is to loosen up the shoulders. So once again, with a lot of sitting, and as we age, our posture usually does not improve, so our posture is poor, and with that poor posture, it leads to more shoulder tightness, which affects our mobility, because we're kind of stiff and tight and we don't want to walk around as much and move around as much. Okay, moving on to the last one, the 5th one, half squat. Okay, good. So how this one's breaking down, standing nice and upright, head, shoulders, hips, and legs in a straight line. Legs are about hip width apart or a little bit more. You have your hands out front. You're gonna go through like a little squat. So you're not squatting all the way down, but like halfway and back up, and then going into the squat again. Now, if your balance isn't great, once again, you can go up against the wall, and that can help you. You can go through the movement, but you've taken balance away because you have something stable beside you. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets are 1, repetitions would be 10, time would be slow controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, or more like a quick stop at the end position, and the intensity would be on the light to moderate side. And with this one, we're really working on improving the mobility or movement in the ankle, knees, and hips, but also working on strengthening the muscles around the ankle, knees, and hips. Thanks, Jenna. So there you go. Give these exercises a go in order to help when it comes to improving your mobility. Now, if you're suffering from shoulder pain, what I recommend that you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Shoulder Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/shoulders. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, you can leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.